Okay guys, I'm about to make my famous mac and cheese. Now the first step to do is get a stove, a pot, and a strainer. But here's one right here. It's gonna look like this, okay? So you put the strainer to the side and you fill the pot up with water. Okay, so I have a pot of water now, and I'm gonna turn on the power, and then, set the mac and cheese up. And then so the pot and the water is heating up right now, and then okay, so you're gonna get mac and cheese. So I've got 2 of these because I'm making a lot. So yeah, so the first step is to open it up. It's kind of hard to do. And then, so you take the cheese out of the box. That's what you do after you open it, and then you pour all the noodles in the boiling water. And then, yeah, I like Velveeta best, so I'm using Velveeta. 2 boxes. Okay. Then yeah, you just once you've heated the thing, once you turn on the oven, once you turn on the stove, and then it's cooking, and then you got the mac and cheese in here. You want to get like one of these little fancy tools, stir it around a little bit, and then you just let it sit. And then whenever it starts overflowing, you turn it down a little bit, and then you kind of get at the right temperature to where it's boiling, but not like overflowing, because I used to just let it sit there and then it overflow, and then, yeah, and it'd make a big mess. So, I'm going to get back to y'all once it's done boiling, so, yeah, bye. Okay, y'all, now you can see that the mac and cheese is starting to get bigger, and then so once the pot heats up, the noodles absorb the water, and then they become big noodles. Yep. That's just the science behind it. Bye. Okay, y'all, this is an example of what you don't want to happen, because it's about to start like overflowing, and then it's about to like overflow and it'll make a big mess. So what you gotta do whenever this happens, you have to turn it down. So if you have like a gas stove, then like turn down the little handle thing, knob. And then like I've got one of these stoves, so I'm just like putting it at the temperature to where it's still boiling like that, but it's not overflowing. And that's the secret to good mac and cheese. Okay. Now, goodbye. Okay, I'm thinking that it's about time that these noodles are done. Oh, yeah, so what I was saying for you to do earlier is to get your strainer like this, and then you put it right here. Wait, here, let me set this up so you can see it. Okay, so what you gotta do is you gotta get the pot, get the strainer, and you pour it in here. And you do that because that's hot. That's very hot. And then you do that because there's water in there that needs to not be in there. So then you have to deal with the water some way. So then you put it in the strainer. And the strainer washes it out of the water. And leaves it just with the nice noodles. And then there are always going to be some noodles that stay behind. Yep, so now what this is basically, oh, and be sure to turn your stove on now. And then you pop right there. And just to show y'all, this is the mac and cheese. Except there's no cheese, so it's just mackin'. And yep. And the next step is to pour it in the pot. Okay, so you gotta bring the thing over to the pot. Pour it in there. And the next part is whenever you add the cheese. So you get your bag of cheese, and you get your bag of cheese. Some brands might not have bags, but yeah, Velveeta is probably the best. Thank you, Velveeta, for sponsoring this video. No, just kidding, but that'd be cool. So yeah, you cut open your bag of cheese, and you put cheese in there. And then it's one bag because I use 2 boxes, so now I have 2 bags of cheese to put in there. And if I didn't put in both of the bags, then it'd just be noodles with not a lot of cheese. And yeah, you have to cut open the other one. Make sure you get your super sharp scissors that can cut through solid steel. And then okay, so now the cheese is in there, and then you don't just want to eat noodles with cheese on top. So you gotta get your little helpful tool, and you gotta stir it around. You just keep stirring around in a circle until the cheese and all the noodles, and then you've got yourself a delicious pot of noodles and cheese, or mac and cheese. And yep, keep stirring until the cheese is on all the noodles. And then you just scoop yourself a bowl. So yep, that's pretty much how it's done. And see you guys later. Okay, y'all, the mac and cheese turned out pretty good. And so now, yeah, the video's done. So, sub to MrBeast and bye.